Hey guys, Xaryu here, and today, well, yesterday, I was reading some comments, and a lot of you guys wanted some Rogue Mage 2v2, and I love playing Rogue Mage 2v2, but it's not very often I get to play. But yesterday, I found some Rogue Mage 2v2 games with my boy Roasties. I was so happy that he wanted to play. Had a great time playing some Rogue Mage 2. Guys, if you didn't know, this is one of my first compositions I've been playing ever since Season 2. Like, not Legion Season 2, Season 2. And I just love it. I just love this composition. I've been playing it for so many years. It's not, gonna be honest with you guys, it's not the greatest right now, just because you can die so quickly, but this is probably one of my favorite wins from last night, and I'm gonna go over a couple of our games, kind of show you our general strategy, but just in general, these games were a lot of fun, and I was happy I got to play, and I'm happy I get to share them with you guys. So right away, we're looking for the Druid. If we find the Druid, we could open on the Druid. If we don't find the Druid, we should probably open on the DK and a bomb, get some CC on the Druid afterwards, or just open on the DK, get some CC on the Druid right away, and just try to force some defensive cooldowns, Icebound Fortitude, Trinkets, Skin, something like that, and then we'll go for a reset and another setup. That's generally what we want here in this game. Icy Veins, don't need to necessarily open up with Icy Veins here, and I really want to note my positioning. So one thing, not using Icy Veins because the DK could Icebound Fortitude immediately, he could Trinket immediately, he could use a cooldown immediately. So I'm holding the Veins there, which I think is very good. I want to know my positioning. I'm max range. The DK can't even, like, get out of the bomb and grip me. I'm basically 100% safe. I cannot get kicked because of Smoke Bomb. The Druid's probably going to have a harder time CCing me. If the Druid starts cloning, I could slide behind the pillar. Max range by a pillar is a fantastic place to open up as a Frost Mage. So the positioning I want to note, right as the Druid came out of stealth, I set the Druid to my focus. So if he's casting a Cyclone or something like that, I can see. That is very important to note. So a couple key things here in the opener. And basically the opener, guys, is the same opener I always do. Orb, Comet Storm, Ice Nova, Ice Lance, right? We got the Icebound Fortitude from the Death Knight. The full cheap shot comes out onto the Druid. Couldn't follow up with a ring, so we follow up with a blind instead. Continuing damage to the Death Knight. I do get gripped. I blink out immediately. The Druid trinkets the blind. And the skin comes out on the Death Knight. At this point, guys, I fake the kick as well. At this point, Hots are coming out on the Death Knight. He's going to get topped. He has the Iron Bark on the Death Knight. We are not going to kill the Death Knight. At this point, I could probably sheep the Death Knight and just try to survive until our next go. That means using something like Ice Block. That means using something like Temp Shield. That means using some defensive cooldown to survive until we set up another CC chain onto the Druid, until we set up another kill. That means also I could spell seal a lot of these Hots, so I'm okay as well. So let's see what I do here. Kind of kiting the Death Knight. I pop Temp Shield. I pop Ice Barrier. Spell seal some of the Hots. I do get pet kicked there. Getting some more Icicles from my Frost Bolts, and we are ready to set up. So I get the ring on to the Druid. I pop Icy Veins, throw out an Ebon Bolt. Keeping the Flurry, though, until after the AMS ends. No follow-up CC. I do take a lot of damage, and I have to block here. So we get the Death Knight's Trinket there, and we get AMZ. The Half Sap follows the ring onto the Druid. I'm very low HP, though, right? I'm 19% life. I do have a shield in 4 seconds. I have a Cold Snap available, and I have a blink in 3 seconds. Blood Elf Silence available, and Trinket available. These are all the things I'm kind of looking at, right, as I come out of this Ice Block here in 7 seconds or sooner. The sap does fade. We get a quarter sap into the cheap shot. I follow the cheap shot with a Blood Elf Silence. From here, guys, I use my Ice Barrier. I use my Blink. I Blood Elf Silence to continue the CC chain. The Death Knight's getting low. I want to kite as best as I can, though. I Spell Steal the Rejuve, so it heals me a little bit. 22% life now. I blink away, so I'm a little bit further, and I have Cold Snap available for another Ice Barrier. Have no mana available. Once again, guys, I really want to note this line of sight. I'm coming around, so the Death Knight can't grip me, so the Death Knight can't deal damage to me, and Holy Death Knights deal a lot of damage at range, so this positioning around the pillar is, very, I did this on purpose, right? I don't want the Death Knight to kill me. I don't want to just run in a straight line. I want to get away from danger as soon as I can. Now the Druid's chasing me in cat form. He just Displacer Beast in, and my Rogue is still doing a ton of damage to the Death Knight. Death Knight's 47% life. I do get 1 tick of Band-Aid, casting Sheep onto the Druid, so he has to shapeshift or get sheeped. And right here, I really want to note my orb positioning. Guys, with concentrated coolness, you can orb around pillars. I'll rewind that so you can see again. Right here, okay, I'm placing my orb. I'm not on line of sight of the Death Knight right now. I'm not in line of sight, but you can place your orb through line of sight because of how concentrated coolness work. You can pick where you want to place your orb. It doesn't have to go in a straight line. You can go around pillars. Not many people know that. There's the tip for free. There it is, boys. Hit that subscribe button. But throwing the orb on the Death Knight through line of sight, max range, so I'm not in any form of danger. Death Knight's getting very low, and once again the Druid pushing a little bit too offensive. We get a couple Ice Lances, and the Death Knight does go down. We get a subscriber there as well on Twitch. We take out the Druid right after that, and this was one of my favorite games in a long time that I've played because I was so low, had to use every tool and every ability to survive as long as I could until we killed that Death Knight. Here's the damage breakdown. We are queuing in around 2k 2100 MMR, which isn't too shabby as Rogue Mage, but that's the damage and healing breakdown. Such a fun match there. And this next match was a little bit less epic, but a little more funny. Here we're fighting a Restoration Druid, not a Druid, a Shaman, and an Assassination Rogue on Ruins of Lordaeron. And here he is playing Orc Relentless, and he's playing Spirit Link Totem. Just to let you guys know, Roasties and I are not in any type of voice communication. Once again, I play a lot of no voice games, so we're just playing for fun. So we're typing out should we go Shaman? Like what are we doing here? There's the Spirit Link, making sure that Spirit Link is almost off. And once again, I really want to point out my positioning, guys. So many players don't know what they're doing wrong, and I swear, most, not most, but a lot of it is your positioning, guys. If you want to improve on one thing, get your positioning down. I'm always opening 40 yards away next to a pillar. Why? So the rogue can't just stun my rogue and then stun me, and then restun my rogue and then restun me. He has to choose. He can't stun both of us. I'm also out of range of shear. I'm just out of danger, right? I'm not going to be able to get hexed because I can slide behind the pillar. I don't even have to kick it. The max range and the line of sight is very, very important. The Shaman does wall, though. We look like we want to switch pressure on over to the rogue. Counter-Strike Totem's down. Frostbolt's coming out. Ebon Bolt's coming out. And the Shaman goes down. I was dying at this point, man. The Shaman had Spirit Link Totem up. If you guys didn't know, it kind of splits their... If I deal damage to the rogue's going to take half the damage and split it on over to the Shaman. And since we're doing so much damage to the rogue, the Shaman actually went down from the split damage. I want to replay that again, because when I was playing this, look at the Shaman here at 18% in that kick. The Cheap Shot comes out, the Ebon Bolt comes out, and the Shaman goes down. I didn't even notice for a second, and I was like, oh my god, we just killed the Shaman through Spirit Link. That was phenomenal. So that was another game there. A little bit of a shorter match. A lot of our matches are shorter as Rogue Mage, but definitely still fun. Alright guys, and here's a game on Dalaran Arena. We are fighting a Resto Druid this time and an Assassination Rogue. A lot of Assassination Rogues. A lot of, people ask me, what do I play in twos? Dude, Assassination Rogues, DKs, Windwalkers, Warriors. I see a lot of the melee classes in 2v2. Something I would definitely recommend trying out. Right away, guys, this Druid is playing Adaptation. Okay, this Druid's playing Adaptation, so we just opened on him with a kidney, got the Adaptation. My rogue partner vanished out. He's clean in stealth. I'm not even opening because all we got was the Adaptation. We got the skin from the Druid as well. So this Druid has no skin, no trinket. You know what that means. I have Icy Veins Orb for the next go. We definitely want to kill the Druid. I'm trying to gather some Frostbolts, but I don't really want to overextend. Once again, guys, note the positioning. I'm looking in a direction where if the rogue opens on me, I can trinket blink. If I'm looking towards the wall, I don't want to have to trinket turn my camera and then blink because I'll get reset on my trinket. So I'm looking in a straight line where I am not facing any line of sight, and I'm also line of sighting the Druid, and I'm also in a place where if the rogue opens on me, he's line of sighting his Druid. So this positioning is very, very, very thought out. It's not just, oh, I'm randomly going to stand here, right? I stand right here. I do get sapped right as I turn, unfortunately. I'm right as I was talking about that. But we do open. I'm going to trinket, temp shield, and open up onto the rogue. And the Druid's getting some HODs out onto him. Since the Druid's out, though, we get that step kidney on him. And you guys know what that means. It's all over for the Druid, right? The Druid has no trinket. Druid has no skin. He's not a bear form, and I have Icy Veins and Orb. Unfortunate for this guy, but he's going to go down. We already know it. He's at 100% life, but at this point, there's nothing he can do. I throw a sheep on over to his rogue. He can't dispel it. The rogue probably should have trinketed this, but we just bomb him, throw out the Veins, throw out the Orb, throw out the Ebon Bolt, and the Druid just flops like a fish, man. Just straight down. And that's if you don't know much about setups, you might be like, oh my god, that Druid just flopped. But okay, yeah, he did flop. And that was pretty fun. But But we got the trinket, we got the skin, we got him out of form in that full kidney shot with Icy Veins. He should flop, right? If he didn't die that fast, there would be a problem because he had nothing and we had everything. But yeah, that was one of our games, also around 2100 MMR. Not a bad match there. And we fought these guys again on the Grand Arena. Once again, I don't know why this guy's playing Adaptation. Not a good choice to be playing Adaptation. Moo. You should definitely be playing Trinket. And Camp Bear form a little bit harder. But those are just my suggestions. You don't have to listen to me. My mouse is over Gladius right now. I'm trying to target either maybe the Rogue or the Druid, just looking for them in stealth. Like I said, guys, if we find the Druid, we could open on the Druid. If we don't find the Druid, I'd rather kind of do Rogue goes and just CC the Druid. I have Ring of Frost if I need Ring of Frost. Once again, kind of playing near a pillar, facing my camera in a position where I can blink if I need to. Trinket blink, if I need to. Not putting myself in a position where, if I trinket blink, I'm going to blink into a wall, and I want to put my position near a pillar so I can line of sight the Druid if I need to. So the kidney shot bomb coming out immediately onto the Rogue, and we get the trinket right away. So I'm just sheeping the Rogue, right? We got the trinket. That's what we wanted. I don't need the Icy Veins. I don't need the Orb. I don't need to commit any damage. We already got the cooldown. I'm sheeping the Rogue. Sheeping the Rogue on the Dispel. Sheeping the Rogue one more. My Rogue is blinded, so I'm keeping the Rogue stationary so we can't sap that. My Rogue gets a re-stealth, and this is perfect, guys. This is perfect. The adaptation is there. He blinds off the adaptation and now stuns the Druid. I'm going to Ring of Frost the Druid full. I'm going to just get some more damage. I'm going to Icy Veins Orb, and for some reason, the ring breaks. Now, I replayed this many times, and I don't know what broke the ring. If you guys know, tell me in the comments, because I am very confused. The Druid has no trinket, right? We already got his adaptation. The Rogue's in a full stun. Icy Veins Orb is up. This game, in my mind, is over. I Orb right here. Now, the Druid's over here. The ring breaks in like a half a second from now, and I'll play the clip in a second. The Rogue's pretty much dead at this point, right? The ring is broken. I don't know if my Orb hit it. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know if it was something my Rogue did from some AoE damage, but the ring breaks. Okay, so just to replay that, ring's down, Icy Veins Orb, ring breaks. I was like, wait, did I do that? I blink Belf the Druid there. Rogue cloaks. He does survive with that Iron Bark, the cloak, the evasion, the sprint. Rogue does survive, but I'm sheeping him. Same kind of idea as before, sheeping the Rogue, kind of just stalling out till our next go, getting some frost bolts on him. 1, slowing him. 2, collecting icicles. 3, doing damage. The doing damage part is really irrelevant, though. It's really the slow and collecting icicles, so we can burst him down during our next go. He opens up on the meat. I trinket, temp shield to survive. Sheep shot comes out on the Druid. Kidney shot comes out on the Rogue. The sheep shot's followed with a sheep, throwing out an Ebon bolt onto the Rogue with the Common Storm, the Ice Nova, and the Rogue goes down. Thanks for that sub, Tyler. And yeah, so pretty nice game there. I don't know why that ring broke. If you guys know, let me know, because I'm confused. It might have just been the Orb, but the Orb seemed very far, and I didn't really see any damage. I didn't see the slow from the Orb on the Druid when it broke. Normally there's a slow, so I don't know. Whatever. Guys, if you enjoyed that video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I don't get to play Rogue Mage very often, but when I do, it is a great time. Shout out to my boy Roasties for playing some awesome games with me. Thumbs video down, guys, if you didn't like it. Talk to me in the comments below about why that ring broke or anything else I talked about in the video. Guys, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace!